Growing older brings wisdom, experience, and perspective, but it also brings new challenges for the body, especially when it comes to maintaining strength, independence, and mobility. After the age of 60, one of the greatest threats to well-being is sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss. This gradual weakening can make daily activities harder, increase the risk of falls, and ultimately determine whether someone can live independently or require constant care. For many seniors, canned foods seem like a convenient solution. They're inexpensive, last a long time, and require little preparation. But beneath the glossy labels and comforting promises, many canned foods hide harmful ingredients that can accelerate muscle breakdown, disrupt hormones, and weaken the body. In fact, research shows that seniors who regularly consume processed canned foods experience faster muscle decline, poorer balance, and greater risk of injury compared to those who focus on fresh or minimally processed foods. In this article, we'll explore the 5 worst canned foods seniors should avoid at all costs and reveal 2 safe canned options that can actually support muscle health. By the end, you'll have a clear action plan to protect your muscles, rebuild your strength, and safeguard your independence. Why canned foods pose a special risk for seniors? Before diving into the worst offenders, it's important to understand why canned foods can be particularly damaging for older adults. 1. Nutrient loss. During processing, canning often involves high heat, which destroys amino acids and sensitive vitamins like B12 and folate, nutrients critical for muscle repair and energy production. 2. Chemical preservatives and additives. Substances such as sodium nitrite, phosphates, and MSG may interfere with protein synthesis, calcium absorption, or mitochondrial function, all essential for muscle strength. 3. Toxic can linings. Many cans still use BPA or its close relatives, which disrupt hormones like testosterone and growth hormone. Both men and women rely on these hormones to maintain muscle. 4. Excess sodium and sugar. These ingredients dehydrate muscle cells, increase inflammation, and promote insulin resistance, all of which speed up muscle wasting. 5. Declining detoxification systems. Seniors naturally process toxins more slowly. Kidneys filter less efficiently. The liver breaks down chemicals more sluggishly, and muscles are more sensitive to inflammation. Put simply, what younger bodies can tolerate, older bodies often cannot. That's why making the right food choices becomes critical after age 60. The 5 worst canned foods for seniors' muscles. 1. Canned pasta meals, ravioli, spaghetti, beef pasta. Canned pasta might taste like comfort food, but it's a hidden muscle destroyer. A single can often contains around 1,800 milligrams of sodium, about 75% of the daily limit in just one meal. This much salt dehydrates muscle cells, leaving them weak and unable to contract properly. The damage doesn't stop there. These meals are loaded with phosphate additives that block calcium absorption, weaken muscle contractions, and even pull calcium out of bones and muscles to maintain blood balance. Over time, excess phosphates stiffen blood vessels, reducing circulation and starving muscles of oxygen and nutrients. The sauces often contain high fructose corn syrup, which creates advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These AGEs literally rust muscle proteins, making them stiff and unusable. Worse, fructose drives insulin resistance, which prevents muscles from absorbing amino acids, even if you're eating plenty of protein. Speaking of protein, the meat in canned pasta is usually mechanically separated meat, a paste of scraps and cartilage treated with ammonia. While the label might list 10 grams of protein, your muscles may only be able to use 4 grams, because this low-quality protein lacks leucine, the amino acid essential for muscle building. Finally, the high heat of canning destroys B vitamins, robbing your muscles of oxygen delivery and repair capacity. The result? Empty calories that fill your stomach but starve your muscles. 2. Canned processed meats, Vienna sausages, potted meat, canned ham. If canned pasta is bad, canned meats are even worse. These products are stabilized with sodium nitrite, which converts into carcinogenic nitrosamines in the stomach. Long before cancer develops, nitrosamines damage mitochondrial DNA, crippling the energy-producing engines inside muscle cells. Without energy, even existing muscles can't function properly. These meats are also high in oxidized omega-6 fats, damaged oils that trigger inflammatory compounds like TNF-alpha and IL-6, both known to break down muscle tissue. Studies show oxidized fats accelerate muscle loss by 25% in older adults while worsening joint pain. Sodium levels are sky high, leading to dehydration, cramps, and dangerous imbalances in potassium, a mineral crucial for muscle contraction. To make matters worse, these meats contain advanced lipoxidation end products, ALES, which literally program muscle cells to self-destruct through apoptosis. After 60, the body's ability to replace dead muscle cells is drastically reduced, making the loss permanent. Finally, preservatives interfere with absorption of vitamin B1, thiamine, which is needed to convert nutrients into energy. That's why many seniors feel exhausted after eating canned meats. Their muscles simply can't produce energy. 3. Cream-based canned soups, cream of mushroom, clam chowder, broccoli cheese. These soups may look wholesome, but they deliver a cocktail of muscle-destroying ingredients. The cream is often made from hydrogenated oils, trans fats that embed into muscle cell membranes, making them rigid and dysfunctional. Once damaged, these membranes can't contract properly or repair themselves. Most cream soups contain MSG, an excitotoxin that overstimulates motor neurons until they die. When neurons that control muscles are lost, the muscle fibers atrophy from disuse. MSG also weakens calcium balance, harming both bones and muscles. Another problem is gut health. Cream soups often contain thickeners and preservatives that kill beneficial bacteria and encourage harmful strains. A disrupted gut microbiome reduces protein absorption by 30 to 40%, starving muscles even when protein intake seems adequate. 4. Canned fruits in heavy syrup, fruit cocktail, peaches, mandarin oranges. Fruit should be healthy, but canned fruit in syrup is not. These products are essentially sugar bombs that wreak havoc on muscle health. The sugar spike floods the body with insulin, diverting nutrients into fat storage rather than muscle repair. Then, as blood sugar crashes, cortisol levels rise, breaking down muscle tissue for quick energy. Canned fruits also lose most of their vitamin C, folate, vitamin A, and thiamine during processing. What's left is little more than sugar water. On top of that, the heating process creates acrylamide, a compound that damages muscle mitochondria. The acidic syrup also pulls minerals from muscles and bones, leaving them weak and cramp-prone. The result is a vicious cycle of insulin spikes, cortisol surges, and nutrient depletion, all of which accelerate muscle loss. 5. Canned chili with beans and meat. Canned chili might sound hearty, but it hides several threats to muscle health. The beans are often treated with calcium chloride, which interferes with mineral absorption and causes fermentation in the gut, producing inflammatory compounds. The meat is often low-grade, mixed with textured vegetable protein, TVP, and cheap fillers like corn syrup solids or maltodextrin. These additives fuel harmful gut bacteria that reduce muscle protein synthesis by up to 30%. Canned chili is also extremely salty, often over 2,000 milligrams of sodium per can, leading to dehydration and mineral imbalances. Many brands add MSG and artificial flavors that overstimulate the nervous system while offering no nutritional value. Some even use potassium chloride as a salt substitute, which can interfere with heart and muscle function if consumed in excess. For seniors, this combination creates a perfect storm of dehydration, inflammation, and muscle breakdown. Action plan: how to protect your muscles. 1. Purge your pantry. Remove the 5 dangerous canned foods immediately. Don't keep them just in case. They are the emergency. 2. Replace with safer options. Stock up on canned salmon, sardines, or pure pumpkin puree. Choose frozen or fresh foods whenever possible. 3. Cook in batches. Prepare meals with whole ingredients, then freeze portions for quick access. This keeps convenience without the hidden dangers. 4. Track your strength. Use simple at-home tests. Grip strength with a dynamometer. Chair stand test. Aim for 12 to 15 in 30 seconds. Plank hold time. Many people see improvements within 2 to 3 weeks of eliminating harmful foods. 5. Document your progress. Take photos, measure arm circumference, and track your balance. Seeing progress reinforces motivation. Final thoughts. Aging doesn't have to mean losing independence or strength. The choices we make in the kitchen directly affect how we feel, move, and live. Canned foods may seem convenient, but many of them secretly rob muscles of the very nutrients needed to stay strong. By avoiding the 5 worst offenders, canned pasta meals, processed meats, cream soups, fruit and syrup, and chili with beans, and embracing safer alternatives like canned salmon and pumpkin puree, seniors can take powerful steps toward preserving muscle mass, improving energy, and living with dignity. Your muscles can rebuild at any age when you stop poisoning them and start nourishing them. The choice is yours. Continue with foods that silently weaken your body, or make simple, empowering swaps that protect your strength for years to come.